celebrate the quality of research in materials at Penn State with the 2026 Materials Visualization Competition, or as we commonly refer to it, the MVC. This is the 18th year of the MVC here at Penn State. This competition increases awareness of material science and the research being conducted at Penn State through creativity and visualization of our researchers, and is sponsored by the Material Science and Engineering Department and the Materials Research Institute. We received a record number of 58 total images this year, and it was not easy picking winners. So we're going to begin with the People's Choice Award. The People's Choice Award allows for the public to vote electronically on their favorite entry for the duration of a week. This year there was over 2,740 votes cast across all the different entries. So the winner of the People's Choice Award is Bound by Cells by Sina Kirabati, graduate student of chemical engineering. Starting off is the visual appeal category. Images in this category should be visually compelling and may be altered to enhance their appearance. Examples of acceptable enhancements include altering color, cropping, adjusting saturation or contrast, colorizing grayscale images, and rendering additional graphics to enhance the original. The resulting image should maintain the scientific integrity of the source data, but the focus will be on its visual impact. So the third place winner for visual appeal is Microscopic Flight of Nano Icarus by Rina Jaglin, graduate student in chemistry. So the second place winner for visual appeal is Salt in Orbit by Mashfikar Rahman, graduate student of engineering science and mechanics, and Deepika Mandal, postdoctoral scholar of materials science and engineering. So the first place winner for visual appeal is Rainbow Pebbles of Boron Nitride by Alexander Sredenschek, graduate student of physics, and Hannah J. Wood, postdoctoral scholar in physics. So the next category is really two categories here. It's the scientific images. So scientific images can fall into these two categories, either computational rendering or scientific imaging, depending on the data source and processing methods used. The participants choose which category best fits their image when entering the competition. So for images entered in the computational rendering category, the data source is from computational modeling, or the image has been heavily post-processed using computer graphics or rendering. Images in this category most often illustrate the output from computational material science approaches. The image should be computer-generated and clearly communicate a scientific message to the viewer based on the calculations. Images based on experimental results may also be in this category if the visualization relies heavily on computer graphics, thus making the entry ineligible for the scientific imaging category. So the third place winner for computational rendering is Not So Perfect Diamond by Malgorzata Kowalik, associate research professor of mechanical engineering. So the second place winner for computational rendering is The Space Carbon Keeps by Alireza Seperenizad, graduate student of engineering science and mechanics. And so the first place winner for computational rendering is Chaos to Conduction by Debjyoti Bhattacharya, graduate student in material science and engineering. Now on to the scientific imaging category, where the data source is from scientific imaging of a physical object and the image has only been lightly post-processed, so things like cropping, contrast, etc. Images in this category should represent scientific imaging data in the purest form suitable for visualization. Images may be cropped, adjusted for exposure and/or contrast, but should otherwise not be altered or retouched beyond what would appear in a scientific publication. The third place winner for scientific imaging category is Halftone Encoded Smart Hydrogel Film Programmed 2D to 3D Shape Morphing Reveals Hidden Optical Information. Lord. By Hung Tao Sun, assistant professor of industrial and manufacturing engineering. The second place winner for scientific imaging category is Digging Deeper, a record of Earth's interior in single crystals by Renan Beckman, graduate student in geosciences. And the first place winner for scientific imaging is Tables for the Angstrom Age, crafted with ultra-thin 2D hard masks by Pranavaram Venkatram, graduate student of engineering science and mechanics. And so now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the MVC 18 Best in Show. All images submitted to the competition were considered for Best of Show and evaluated holistically in this category on being visually compelling while maintaining scientific integrity. Judges used ranked choice voting to determine the winner this year. I'm happy to announce the MVC 18 Best of Show winner is Stainless Nebula, a supernova of color on Deformed 316L stainless steel by Michaela Luebbers, graduate student of Material Science and Engineering. Congratulations to all the MVC 18 winners, and thank you to all who entered this year's competition.